TV, certainly the best.
Certainly the best.
Welcome to Market Survey, your weekly window into the cost of everyday goods that shape our daily lives. In recent times, the rising cost of food items has continued to affect homes and kitchens across the country. Today, we turn our attention to groundnut oil, a major cooking ingredient used in households, restaurants, and food businesses. Whether for frying, sauce making, or everyday meals, groundnut oil remains a staple in almost every kitchen. On this edition of Market Survey, we'll find out the current prices of groundnut oil, the reasons behind the changes, and how traders are coping with the new reality. So come with me, let's get to know the current prices. How groundnut oil be for market now? The prices, how the overall price?
Okay, for now, groundnut oil dey okay for now. But we still want make the thing come down pass like this.
So how much na they carry jerry can? How much they measure?
Before we dey buy 42, but now at least the thing still good now. We dey buy 39, 38.
Okay.
So for now the thing dey less. So we want make it come down.
So how much na they measure? Like all this one bottle 5 liters. How much na
okay, those bottles now we dey sell 2,1 before. Okay. But now we dey sell 1,900, 2,000. Okay. But we want make it come down.
Then all these 5 liters.
Okay, as this one be now, we dey sell level 5 to 12,000. But now we dey sell 10,000.
Okay, now you want me the price come down? Like how much if you say that if they sell now, everybody will afford?
At least this one now go be 5,000. Go dey okay. Go be 5,000. Why that one now fit be 1,000 or 900? Go dey okay.
So but now the price don't come down small, boy.
It come down small, but it still dey high side.
Compared to the beginning of this year and now, how much I take they sell buy before the gallon?
No, before now, early this year, yes. It did pass like this. Okay. But everything dey okay now, even rice. But we want to see come down, so that everybody will feel they buy.
So now even people will come they buy, customer will come they buy. They say they complain, say it's still there on the high side. Even now,
they say they complain. You know, say we human being, even if this one enter 1,000, they will still want make it come down. But at least we want make it come down. Even we where they go market, they go buy, so that we will feel see they buy.
Season now we dey for groundnut oil.
Not be the season sha, but the thing dey okay. You know say this Christmas period e dey there, but now the thing come down, so we just thank God.
So but this Christmas period, so compared to last Christmas period, difference?
Big difference. Yeah. Big difference. The thing come down.
So like how much did it take come up for money even until the seller?
A big o. As of last year, I think we dey sell that bottle 2,2. But now at least we even sell 1,800 and we'll still make am. So the thing come down.
The price is balanced. I can see everything come down a bit.
So how much na fit they carry groundnut oil before for gallon?
Before we dey carry for 52, 53. Very soon it enter 40, 49 and some change. But as right now we are buying that is 47, 700.
Now till they buy.
Of course.
So how much na say they measure for different bottles?
We are selling 200 by 2,000 by bottle 1,800.
The bottle 1,800 last.
Of course.
So how much na they sell that bottle before?
The time we dey buy 52, 50 something, we dey sell that bottle 22, 23. As of now, since the price don come down a bit, we still reduce the price.
So now the season of groundnut oil will dey so like this?
Of course, every festival period, groundnut oil must follow.
So during this season, it's supposed to come down?
Maybe before December if it come down.
But now money I say they buy am before and now how much it is say don top am be don reduce am.
Well, just a little bit, about 1,000 plus.
Okay, the price is where e dey now. Na very fair price or you fit say they fit still reduce the price.
I believe in God. There is nothing God cannot do. To me, I feel say they will reduce the price.
So they wan reduce the price like how much if you say they sell gallon and measuring bottles.
Depends. For example, now if they schedule the price, say for example, is a gallon is 35,000. We marketing will be selling at least 1,500, 1,400. It reduce from 2,000 to 1,500. Is that not reduced?
But now customers wey come dey buy, they see they complain say the price still dey high.
Of course, none of them is complaining.
This one is 2,000. Why this bigger one is 4,000?
Okay.
That is how we are selling it now.
How much did they sell am before?
Before we sell it 2,244 before, but now 2,000, 4,000.
Okay. So no smaller one for this ones.
Yes, we have smaller one, but I don't have that one now.
Okay.
Let me say it's probably like this.
Yes.
We sell it 1,000.
Okay.
Why this red oil is 900? Then the full can of it is 1,800.
So the 4 liters, 5 liters, how much they sell am?
This is Kings. From now to 6 months time, it will be like this. It will not sleep.
Okay.
So I'm selling it 13,500.
Okay.
Like before, we always buy that time 46,500, 45,500. But now it dropped a little.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So now you feel say na the season of groundnut oil with this.
Yes, now because this is the season of Christmas. Sometime like last year, it dey higher than this. But this year, due to how things, the commodity is very high. But by surprisingly now, things is getting down gradually. That is why the groundnut drop more than the higher price of last year. Do you understand? So, so let me just say it like this. Things in the market drop a little than how it is before. In this previous time now, let me say in this time, I don't know from now till on the first week, second week, I don't know how it will be. But as for now, it dropped a little.
So even with the price, say the thing don't drop. If you say the thing supposed to still drop past the way it is.
It's supposed to drop because there is no money in the country now. It's supposed to drop more than how it is before. Because the money, our money now is no more value again. Do you understand? So we expect it to drop more than this.
Like now, if you want to say how much should people be buying it, how much now they buy and now say if you want me to drop, finish.
At least, as for this Kings, the bigger can of it or the bigger jerrycan of it, yes, which is about the 25 liter or 30 liter,
yes,
at least supposed to be that kind 40,000 or 45. Do you understand? Or 35 at least. Poor man can be able to buy. Do you understand?
What about the bottles? Like how much if you say they very fair to sell them?
It's supposed to be at least 1.5 or 1.2. At least it will be better. Do you understand? Because everybody cannot afford this 2,000 naira. When some people will come, they will say, "Madam, do you have smaller of it? Do you have chassis bottle? Do you have half bottle?"
Yeah.
So I don't. When they come, I will say, "No, I don't have it." So when the person will stand, he said, "I don't have the money. Okay, let me go." Then the person will left.
Yeah.
For now the groundnut oil don still drop small. E don still drop small.
How much na person dey carry jerrycan?
Jerrycan before na 46 wey dey buy now. Before but then na 39. Now na 39. Before na 46. Yes.
How you take dey measure the groundnut oil?
Can na 2000.
Okay.
For the can.
What about the small bottle Chelsea?
The small one Chelsea 500. Before we dey sell 700. And the other one 1000. The small can.
Okay.
Na be the price.
This one na season of groundnut oil.
This season, they ship this season. Especially if we enter December, the groundnut oil dey come down well.
Compared to how it dey be. So from the beginning of this year, how much na person dey sell am?
Beginning of this year, we dey sell 25
For bottle?
for this bottle. Yes, we dey sell 25. So e come still come down to 22, but now na 2000.
So how much na say you carry what this 4 liters?
4 litre 12,000 for 4 litre.
Now
Now
what na say you
yes.
carry am before?
Before you go dey hear 18 for 4 litre.
So that means na e don really come down.
E don come down, yes.
So now as e don still come down again, customers dey see the correct say the thing still dey on the high side.
Make dem still drop am, make dem still bring the price come down.
As we've heard from sellers, groundnut oil continue to play a major role in household cooking, but its rising cost is making many families adjust their spendings and consumption habits. Traders are also facing challenges from high transport costs to unstable supply. Still, many remain hopeful that prices will become more stable in the coming weeks, making groundnut oil more affordable for homes and businesses.
So we've come to the end of today's edition on Market Survey, and we looked at the prices of groundnut oil to know if the prices have increased or if they've reduced. But overall, it shows that the prices is now fair in the market as opposed to how it was being sold before. And that's it on today's edition of Market Survey. I am Stephanie Notoriuwa. Thank you so much for staying tuned.
Certainly the best.
Ojúde aṣáájú abẹ́ẹ̀dọ́pẹ́. Ayaba aṣáájú abẹ́ẹ̀dọ́pẹ́. Àdáyé aṣáájú abẹ́ẹ̀dọ́pẹ́. Ẹgbẹ̀júwà.
ITV, certainly the best.
some days, there comes the Ugemobo Festival, which the Oba celebrates outside the palace gate. A pavilion is built of red cloth where rites are performed to drive away all evil spirits still unsatisfied by the year's sacrifices. The Emobo Festival is to commemorate an event in Benin history which dates back to 1504 AD.
Yari yari, Ọba Tope.
The Oba of Benin added a colorful mood to the year's celebration as he walks round the city center amidst cheers.
This is Aqua Game, a popular game in Africa played by our ancestors to entertain themselves after each day of farming. It is also relevant in our coronation in Africa. It is a sport and indeed very interesting, as every seed had a role in the game. Playtime is 45 minutes per set. There is no age limit as long as you can spin Aqua seed. Ayo or Aqua game, known as the game of intellectual. This game requires a lot of mathematical skills. Aqua game is played with carved wooden box containing 12 holes.
Certainly the best.
Welcome to your favorite weekly current affairs program, 60 Minutes Nigeria. My name is Ego Sagmonlao. I can assure you that today's program will be as entertaining, educative as ever. On today's show, we're looking at the recent directive of the president that additional policemen of over 20,000 are to be recruited. Directive has also been given that the military should also recruit soldiers. Now, this is because of the very disturbing rate of insecurity in parts of Nigeria. Edo State is not exempted. We know that the governor of Edo State, Modukpewolo, is doing what is necessary to tame or to curb the security threats in Edo State. But there's still insecurity. Very disturbing. I have very distinguished personalities who will dissect this issue with me today. I have a clergyman who is also a member of the police, how do you call that your organization?
PCROC.
PCROC, you know, is the civilian body that normally work with the police to provide security. He's a member. And we also have with us, he's a member, Dr. Emeka Ekuga. Nice to have you.
Thank you, Balao.
And we also have with us a very renowned analyst, a lecturer. He's also a clergyman as well, Dr. Maxwell Osagi. Nice to have you with us today.
Thank you, Osa. Viewers, good afternoon.
So, I must tell you that my guests, they are very disturbed because of the insecurity in Nigeria. But the very first question is, do we think that this rush style, this quick fix intention of Mr. President of recruiting over 20,000 policemen, recruiting additional personnel into the military, will solve this problem? We'll start with Dr. Maxwell Osagi.
Okay, thank you. I think the recruitment altogether is about 50,000. You know, there was an initial order he gave before, so with additional one that he has now there. Well, whichever way we look at it, whether we call it quick fix or early bird fix,
yes.
At the end of the day, what we want to just see is a system that is secure.
Yes.
Where each and every one of us can be free to do our normal running and greener pasture stuff. But as you know, an average Nigeria government is not providing anything for you. So on a daily basis, everybody wakes up and just try to see what they can do to feed themselves and their family. It's not easy. So on that, the only thing which we could say that the government is really, we can say government is doing, is the security. Because if we say road now, we cannot tell. If you say pipe and water, we cannot tell. Electricity, we cannot tell. So I think the only thing which an average Nigeria require from this current government, or even those that have been there before, just secure the environment for us. You are not giving us water, we are producing our waters. You are not giving us electricity. Many of us now are now reverting back to, or resorting back to solar. There is no road. We go to mechanic on a daily basis. We are not complaining. Because those ones, you can actually tell that, yes, something you can manage yourself.
Yes.
But you know, when one person hold gun here, if we are 50, that person is stronger than the 50 of us.
You are right. Absolutely.
So that's the art of crime. If one person is with gun and we are 50 here, the person is stronger than 50 of us. Except 2 or 3 want to sacrifice their life for the remaining.
Yes.
That's when you say. But you know, those kind of things, nobody is willing to do that. So I think we would say that is not a good bet. Let them just do something.
Okay.
I think let them just do something.
Okay, thank you for your opening remarks. We really want a secured Nigeria. Dr. Emeka Ekuga, your PCROC, police community relations, you know, you work with the police, you know. So do you think this is a welcome development?
Well, of course, you know, it's coming a little bit late.
Okay.
I can say it for free, that when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was campaigning, one of the things he promised was to secure Nigerians. because he has seen it coming. He saw it before he decided to run for #1 of this nation. And he also promised that time that there's going to be recruitment. He gave order for recruitment. Yeah. But unfortunately, nothing of that nature. And if you ask me why, I will tell you, those who want to go into force were afraid. And up to tomorrow, they are still afraid. Some of them, if you ask me, I will tell you, they were afraid. Recruit them now. Take them to where the war is more severe. And you withdraw. It happened in the Bible. You withdraw, perhaps they will be killed. Another danger, another fear that made some of the youths didn't go into that issue of recruiting into the force was that by the time you recruit them, there is no welfare. They are not being taken care of.
But the government has always said that the welfare of security personnel
are being
adequately taken care of.
But if you ask them,
they've increased salaries. We've seen even policemen being promoted. We've seen so many videos of policemen being promoted.
Many of them will tell even when they are being promoted.
Yes.
It's just to hang something on their shoulder. Nothing to be shown about that.
We don't have evidence of that. We believe that money must be added once you are promoted.
You see, I agree with you, because we can come up here and we are not alleging. But if the welfare of those who are securing lives and properties are being taken proper care of, I don't think we'll have issues. They will walk with their blood. They will sacrifice everything you can think about. How much is the what do you call it? A Nigerian policeman's salary, basic salary. How much? Compared to the situation on ground, compare to the hunger in the land. A bag of rice before now is how much? A bag of rice is more expensive than the salary of a first man. Make this analysis, find out. And this is why you see them, nobody before. If you are a first man, you are a policeman, or you are an army man, that is, you are in the force. You would want your child to also follow after you. But let me ask you, how many first men today bring their children or want their children to follow after them? You should ask, make inquiries. But all biddies, I think coming in today, Dr. Maxwell has told us it's about 50 put together now. If we have 50,000 policemen, army men put together, I think we will have a little sense of belonging, sleeping, closing our eye a little bit. If they are being taken care of, if their welfare packages are being taken care of, not when you recruit them, you send them to a particular state, there is no allowances attached to it. That's why you even see them stand and start collecting money from motorists. That's why you see them, if you come now, have an issue, you have to pay to secure somebody's bail. That's why you see them doing all these things. Even though it has been coming from time, their welfare are not being properly taken care of. If they do that now, I am sure we get a better first men in this nation.
Thank you for your comments. Let me quickly state that the comments of my guests are their personal opinions expressed on this program, not a reflection of the station's policy or statement. Well, I must quickly add here that we don't have the evidence of the basic salaries of policemen, but I believe that when policemen are promoted, they also have increase in salaries. And we also know that the bags of rice, we have bags of rice now less than 100, So I want to believe that policemen also earn more than that. But all the same, that does not remove the point being made by Dr. Emeka Ekuga. What he's saying is that welfare of policemen should be adequately taken care of. Visit the barracks. Are you impressed with the kind of building they stay, the kind of accommodation? So that's part of welfare. So barracks should also be done. We've gotten a recent report now from the federal government where they said they want to renovate stations and all of that.
Training center.
Training centers is very important. You see where policemen are being trained. Sometimes you weep. So I'm happy the federal government want to improve that, because all that, you know, join together make up welfare, not only salaries.
If you
so
recruit them, also equip them properly.
Okay. So Dr. Maxwell, my fear and the fear of some persons. Now these recruitments, some persons believe that it could be infiltrated by even criminals. Or do you think there are ways, better ways that they could do it to prevent criminals taking advantage of joining our force so that they can legally have weapons and become a threat?
Okay, thank you. In line with what you have asked,
yes.
Before I come back to the question of infiltration, but when we talk about the salary package of Nigeria workers vis-a-vis when we look at the police force or in general the entire force. My father happens to be a retired policeman.
Okay.
My wife's father happens to be a retired policeman.
Okay. So you have police collection.
The two fathers. Yeah. The two
fathers. You know about police very well, more than every one of us.
I know. Just because what Doc said,
yes.
Dr. Emeka said, the question we keep asking our parents, the even which I say asked my father-in-law.
Yes.
Why is it that you people don't want your children? Even then, we could classify that things were a bit better.
Okay.
In their time. Why is it that you don't want your children to enter force? Now, the rottenness of Nigeria force is not today. It's been there. And it's born out of the fact that this recruitment process comes from an angle of quotas. And that quotas which has to do with the local government. You bring this, you bring that, you bring that, you bring that. By the time this local government is not complete, they look for any means to ensure that it's complete. And anybody can go. That was then. So you now find a system that is so rotten that at the end of the day, it's just all about, as you know, Nigerians, it's just all about personal, too many personal interests. Someone can look at something that will benefit 500 persons, but because his interest has not been met on that, so those 500 persons can go and die. Just because of him. And that's why you find out that we are where we are till tomorrow.
Today.
Without putting into proper perspective the collective will and the view of others towards that thing. Now, not until we desist from this kind of art, we continue to have a system. If you say, oh, fine, the salary to police is too me and everything, that's why. But we have when the system was a bit better. They were still collecting this money. We still see them in the roadblock that time collecting money. I grew up to meet them collecting money in the roadblock. So it's not a matter of, I grew up to meet police collecting money on the road. Very soon I will become a grandfather. Police is still collecting money on the road. So it's not just all about the salary.
Yes.
It's all about the greediness that have embedded our society.
Corruption.
That no matter what the government pay, no matter what the salary, is everywhere. We just see people who are not okay with what, there are their life have been so designed in such a way that even when they earn millions or billions, if you don't bring that 20,000 to add to it, the thing is not complete. So we just have people like that. And these are the people. It's not just all about infiltrating the system with criminals. We have people who don't carry gun, who don't give information, but they are worse. They are worse.
Dr. Sagi.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm not trying to.
Yeah, I understand. No, I wasn't.
I wanted to make an input.
Yeah.
Based on what you've just said now.
Yes.
Now, they've started collecting this money before you were born.
Yes, sir.
Let's come this way. You paid me my salary. Is my salary part of the money I should use to buy fuel and put in a petrol van? You paid me my salary. Is my salary part of the money I should use to buy a bullet to put in the firearm you gave to me?
Okay.
You paid me my salary. Is my salary part of the money I should use to maintain the petrol van? Because I have come to understand that one of the reasons why you see them doing what they're doing is still based on that inability for those who employ them to fix things right. My brother, I am not saying don't quote me this time around. I know it is my opinion. Yeah. But whether you agree with me or not, if you go to any of the stations, you see the kind of vehicles they carry. If they give you as a person to dash you, you won't take it. I'm telling you, sir. And the same vehicle you want to use to pursue criminals who are well equipped. But thank God today, I'm seeing new vans. If you come to Government House today, you see the beautiful patrol vans the governor has purchased, distributed to most of the area commands, state commands, and the divisional.
Want to see those vehicles being used?
No, I have a different perspective.
But before now, these men maintain their vehicle themselves. Even when this vehicle is being donated to them, I don't know if there is anything like money budgeted specially for maintenance of these vehicles. Is it properly used?
That's the question that we should
Are you getting me?
be debating.
Police cannot be calling you as a civilian and say, come and support us to repair our motor. Neither should police say, if they don't collect money on the highway or anywhere they mount to check, they will be able to fuel those vehicles. Was there any room made for all these things? If there is, why is it not properly monitored?
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's just get
in line with this.
Dr. Maxwell.
For every organization, there is budget.
Okay.
Police as an institution is not out of this same normal standard.
Okay.
There is a budget.
Yes.
Now the question, has there been any governor who we see local government buying cars? Because you discover that the problem Nigeria has is that when the things comes to government matter, nobody wants to take responsibility for anything. So you could see someone using his car for 10 years. 10 years.
Yes.
But government will buy a car that will not last for 1 year.
It's terrible.
So to see, there are questions we need to start asking. Because we said it's government, now all the Hilux and all the cars that Oshomole purchased, Obaseki purchased, Igbinedion purchased, what's his name? Oyegu purchased. I'm using those states as a case study now. As former governor. Can you tell me where they are? But some of us have cars that we have been using for the past 10 years. Have we packed them? No. So there is this, if you are collecting the money, the way the police are collecting the money now, you collect the money on the road.
But it's wrong to collect money.
Which is alien. It's alien. In 21st century, a country like Nigeria shouldn't be found in such an act.
There's a time they even stopped checkpoints and all of that. But they are back again.
There are things that actually make some persons to say, I want to enter this place. Because he or she just saw that there are several ways you can make money. You go to police station, you bail. You pay money. There is no matter.
Bail is
there
free.
is no matter you bring to police station that you enter police station. If your pocket enter police station and empty, you are not going to live there. Because it's a normal thing that we all know. in this country.
But bail is free.
Yeah, that's what they will tell you. But go there with your pocket empty. There is no bail that you will say now in any police station that you will live there. You say you have 10,000 naira, you will live. Where? In this country. So if you aggregate all this amount they are collecting on a daily basis, let's leave salary. Is it not enough? Only for bail. Is it not enough to buy fuel?
Do you know whether they use
do you know
whether they use the money to buy files?
Gentlemen,
so why am I saying it? I will come back to your question. Why am I saying it? There is this greed that is worrying all of us. That staying with our salary has become a big problem. Of which that same salary is enough to take care of our basic.
Okay, but you have to answer
but
this.
in terms of the filtrating aspect of it.
No, before you answer that. Okay. Based on what you have said now, are you saying that this issue of some policemen allegedly collecting bribe and all of that, do you think?
Do you say allege? Allege?
Are you saying that has increased the insecurity? Are you saying it's
so we are not talking about in the room they are collecting money.
Yes.
Just go out now.
Okay.
What you call allege is that?
No, we don't have the evidence.
Even you. This is serious. So what stop the journalists from carrying video and just video a session of police where they are with all the where I know that the police force is doing their best to remove all these greedy people out of the system. It's not easy. Okay. In any system, you know, you have the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's just that once one bad happens, it covers 15 good. Yeah. So they are doing their best.
Are you saying that is leading to insecurity?
Yes, seriously.
You need to let us
seriously, understand. Because get it clear. Okay. Get it clear. Because when you look at all these things, if I have to bring a case, I know I will always settle myself out financially. It means that there is no issue. Because we have a system where do it first, go to court. Now that go to court also boils down to the same thing we are talking about. We are told here, we are informed here, judiciary, they increase their salary with over, I think about 300%. Till tomorrow, our judges, you heard your president. So this is not alleged now. I'm quoting the president of Federal Republic of Nigeria, where he said that the judges should live above corruption. Invariably, what does that word mean? And logically speaking, you people are corrupt. That's what that word means. If you look at the logical explanation for it. So if someone that is that the salary was increased by 30%, 300%, and he's still looking into what the politician will bring before he can judge, look for a technical terms to say this case is dead and everything. That's a problem. We have a systemic problem that we must clear. In terms of the fear of people invading the system who are not real, it has to do with the recruitment process. Because if you know how the home you came from, my father said, when you know the home you came from, you know how to sit in the public. I expect that at this point in time, the leadership of the armed forces should be able to sit down and say, okay, fine. And we need to tighten our recruitment process. But the greatest problem we have now, just like Dr. Emeka said, nobody is willing to go in. Because for an average Nigerian, social media has shown that, oh, you see someone in the war front, he said, we have been abandoned, though. They want to kill us and everything. And you are hearing someone say, they are killing us, so they have killed 5. Can you see it? And you yourself, you are now doing press up. You said you want to enter Nigeria army. About to go and die. Nobody wants to. So if you ask me, I cannot tell you that I have an in-law. My wife, younger sister, is an army. The husband is an army. I have been preaching to them. Quit.
No, you can't say.
No, please. The reason why
we need more people to join the Nigerian army to secure lives and property.
Sir, the kind of prayer we are praying on a daily basis when we hear that they are in the war front and everything. Sir, sometimes 2 weeks we not hear, we they pray. I'm telling you. So let me allow God to rest. By disturbing God, allow God to rest. Let them quit.
But whether is
because the system is not taking care of them.
Whether it's the family members or not, whether it's his family members or not, definitely you must pray. because others, their children are also there. So all of us cannot be there. Somebody must have to be there.
Sir, there is a part of...
We are encouraging the recruitment.
Yes, we are encouraging the recruitment.
We must take a break now.
Okay, thank you.
We'll come back to you, Dr. Master and Dr. Emeka. I hope you are enjoying the program, 60 Minutes Nigeria. We must encourage able-bodied men and women to join the Nigerian Army, to join the Navy, to join the Air Force, to join the police. All we are saying is that be eligible. Ensure that you have the right credentials and you are fit. Because you need to fight for your fatherland. You need to protect lives and property. Government need you to join. My guests have just expressed fears because of what they have seen. But we are expectant that things will change and things will get better. But they will talk more on this topic after this break. What a delight to have you back, especially those of you that started the program with us, spending 60 minutes with us. We do not take it for granted. We are really delighted to have you. And my guests, Dr. Emeka Ekuga, and of course, Dr. Maxwell Osagie, they have been able to express their fears and advise government to really do what is right. The responsibility or the duty of any government is to provide security of lives and property. But some persons can't travel now on the road. They are scared. Not everybody can afford flight tickets. They are very expensive. So most people still travel on using normal roads. And they are scared until they get to where their destination, their family members cannot celebrate. It's as bad as that. So we must tackle this. And the federal government say, okay, one of the ways is additional recruitment. The President Tinubu, is known for saying that recruit people. But the problem now is that most of the youths refuse to be enlisted. We've seen an army officer that has said that the quota for some eastern states, they are not filled. The quota for some states, they are not filled. They are telling Nigerians now, come and join. They are not forcing anybody, but they say, come and join. We need to encourage our brothers and sisters, the youths, able-bodied youths, to join the police, to join the military, and serve their fatherland. We have no other country. Everybody cannot japa. We must help our country. Well, my guests have a lot to say. Dr. Emeka Ekuga. Now, insecurity is staring us in the face. It's no longer news. But how do we tackle it? What's the way forward now should be? How do we tackle this problem?
We've been talking about insecurity.
Yes.
Years back till now, we are still talking about insecurity. It's not peculiar to Nigeria. Let's get this fact. But why it is a troubling thing to this nation is how rampant it becomes.
Okay.
And I think President Ashwaju Tinubu should next time get it right. Especially now the United States is a kind of becoming a threat to this nation. Sometimes if you can't do something as you ought to do, an outsider should be able to motivate you to do it. I overheard our former president made a statement and said if the government cannot fix it, we have the right to invite the international community. Now, everywhere you go today, you see insecurity. You travel on the road, is a problem. You sleep. I watched one of a family, a man and his wife. I watched it. I wouldn't know whether it was very real. It was in social media.
Okay.
Domain. I watched it. He just drove into his house. And before he came out from the car, when I watched it, I saw the door of the car open. And the family members were crying, commenting, and they were recording them. Okay. So they carried this man, carried this woman, passed within where they built some houses in their community, and took them off. Up to today, we've not had. I've not had anything whether they have been released. On Monday, in my junction in my village in Imo State, between Owerri to Aba, Mbotokoha Junction, a vehicle loaded with full passengers from Owerri going to Aba was hijacked and kidnapped. Everybody, all the occupants in that vehicle was kidnapped. Now, what are the reasons to all the extents? That I cannot easily say. But if you still look very well, it still boils down on the negligence of leadership. Power. This is where this insecurity comes up. You want to become anything in the state. You didn't merit it, but you want to take it by force. And by this time, you have to bring in all manner of boys around you, equip them with weapons. I asked a friend the other day, how did these weapons pass our border to come into our states? Was there not men that are assigned to, watch over this, our borders? Some they say they pass through river. They use ship to ship all this equipment or this arms.
Illegal arms.
Illegal arms. Some said it was through air. Where are the navies? Before a ship from America or from Asia or anywhere enter this country, are the navies not aware? Now, before any aircraft land in anywhere in this Nigeria, in any of the airport, are the Air Force not aware?
Agency.
Then before you pass through our border, for whatever reason, where are the security personnel mounted in that border? You find out that before they get to that border, an information has been given to them, so and so is coming in. Don't near there. This is where the problem is. And until the president and those working around him tighten up, it will be very difficult. Because when you give a young man gun to say, protect me, and all of a sudden, you are not even taking care of that young person. Before you know it, you use the gun to get what he wants. Especially in a country that is too porous like our country. Nobody cares. The issue of insecurity is a very bad cankerworm that has eaten up everywhere today. But let's hope and trust that as the Mr. President is putting effort now, through the fire the Americans are kind of, trying to ignite, I'm sure we are going to get it better. Let me come in here in the area of Christopher Musa, a former, what do you call him? Chief of Defense Staff. That was, is in October here, he was kind of relieved of his...
he retired.
Yes. Did he retire according to his... Don't worry, let's not go into he was relieved of his appointment or his whatever, because it was also a political appointment. Now, just yesterday he was creamed and he is now the Minister of Defense. Very good and fine. Very good and fine. Something is behind it. And I'm sure it's going to work out well. I made a statement here some years ago. If you as a governor, a government want to appoint people into offices, if I am an accountant, I should be able to work in the finance commission. You should not take me as an accountant and put me in the medical section. What do I have to do? The Minister the Minister of Defense, Federal, a former governor, who what he knows best is farm, is brought in to handle a military force he has no knowledge of. Don't tell me how do I know this. Because when he was a governor, the best he was doing is to negotiate with bandits.
You cannot substantiate.
No, that is what I said.
Yes, you
will tell me don't.
You
but,
cannot substantiate.
But go back to history. go back to history. And it's still happening till tomorrow.
It just happened in Kebbi. Part of what you saw came out from Kebbi issue. The change you saw came out from Kebbi issue.
Okay, so Dr. Emeka, thank you. Let's also get the thought of Maxwell. The way forward now. We've identified that there's a problem staring us in the face, insecurity.
Now, the problem,
yes, the
how
way
to
out
come
now.
out of it is that, first of all, let government learn to take the role of a leader, what enough with responsibility. Now, an average Nigeria is a very simple guy. We just want to see someone who will just take that move and everybody follow. That's why when you find out that when they take the wrong move, you have thousands doing it times 3. So when they also take the right move, you will have more than 1,000 doing it times 3. So that's Nigeria, because we are smart guys.
Okay.
We are smart guys. But why am I saying this? I'm saying this because we've seen where government give us the wrong narrative. And that narrative becomes an issue for us. Till tomorrow you heard how Senate, the debate in Senate, and the question we have asked, if people were released from bandits or kidnappers, they were not killed in Kwara, in Kebbi, in Niger, what happened? Because we didn't hear that one bandit was killed
or arrested.
Is it that they just free and they now suddenly become Father Christmas? So automatically government has shown to us another dimension which is not okay security-wise. Never okay security-wise. They just show to Nigeria. So what that means is even better to just legalize weapon so that all of us just start having weapon rather than negotiating with bandits. I prefer you legalize ammunition for us to be using than discussing with bandits. So this whole issue is just somehow. So when I hear the Senate discussing it and everything, and the world is looking at them, I was worried. So the way forward, all we just need, we need someone who can just show that leadership. What I was expecting, yes, in fairness, that thing has nothing to do with the president. But he gave an order. You people rescue these people. And the order he gave, yes, they rescue. But it was later probably they fed him with the procedure they took in releasing the children. While we appreciate the release of those children not being hurt but we also understand that the community, the world is a community. And any little thing you do, because all these bandits, they are not sponsored by one person. No. Do you know what it takes to feed? Can government, when we are dealing with, what's it called? IDP. Was government able to sustain IDP? To feed 200 persons in a day, do you know what it takes? Or to even feed just 20 persons every day, do you know what it takes? Talk less of having over 5,000 bandits in one place and everything. Those people that you see, they are orchestrated not just by why we believe that there are 1 or 2 persons involved, but these people, they are being sponsored by multinationals as well as different countries, infiltrating into your government, creating crisis for your government, for your country, so that their country can strive. So I think we should be systematic enough to understand that not until we nip the source, all these things will not solve.
Thank you.
I think it's high time we nip the source.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Maxwell. We'll come back to you, but we'll quickly take a break now. The program is 60 Minutes Nigeria. After this break, we'll be having the concluding part of our discussion. Thanks for being a part of 60 Minutes Nigeria. Your concluding remarks, Dr. Ekuga?
Let me challenge Mr. President and Nigerians. If an American lost one soul, it's like all Americans are killed. If Mr. President can come up with this formula, no one soul should be lost in Nigeria through insurgency. I think it will go down deep in the heart of many people. Keeping silent won't be the best. Or striking from the back won't also be the best. Now, give the military all the support they need to go into war over insurgency. And also the youths that has decided to use through courtism and whatever to be killing themselves, go and show your muscle. Join them to be recruited. Don't stay idle. Join this recruitment exercise. Use your muzzle you used to kill an innocent person to go and fight for your nation. It is very important. And I want to also add this to all we've been saying, both in the state, both in the local government, federal. State policing is very important. If you watch very well, I'm sorry, it may not go down well to so many listeners and those who are following us. Everything that happened, you target to Fulani. But I tell you the truth, it's not every kidnapping and killing that is Fulani. In our communities, most of the boys hide under the Fulani canopy and they bring up, do these evils. Most of the boys in the community, they kidnap people in their community because it is a rat that is in the house that we go out to tell the one outside that there is fish in the kitchen.
Thank you very much. And I need to quickly clear the air on that Fulani, they are an ethnic group in Nigeria. And it is wrong for anybody to give their appellation. The Fulani are good people. The Fulani are our brothers. We should love them. And I believe the Fulani also love us. Let's encourage one Nigeria. Some places are committing crime and they are attributing it to one particular ethnic group. That's what Dr. Eko has just said. So I told you on this program before, I stayed in Katsina State and I had a good relationship there. One Nigeria. Well, let's get the concluding remarks of Dr. Maxwell Osagie.
General Irababi,
okay,
the former chief of Army Staff,
yes,
few days ago was live on TV, and a question was put to him, which was a bit divided into four. And they said, what is the greatest challenge of the force if divided into four? Equipment, both on the ground, intelligence, and procedure, which is the most hit part that is making Nigerian army not to work well. It's a foot on the ground, which has to do with recruitment. Key. That's why I said let them just do. Secondly, he said equipment. And he made it clear that the equipment being used by these people, when they talk about drone, the kind of drone that they are using is just to go front check and everything. We have moved past that. So the point I want to beg is this. Government needs to take responsibility of showing us the light, and every Nigeria will follow.
Thank you.
Like what, I'm coming, sir. I'm sorry. Like what you see in Edo State, where we expected something better. When we were seeing this Edo State security network team in the previous government, they work better without working with the police. But what we are seeing now is that the police are using them as a puppet. It's not collecting money. They are using them to commit all manner of things that are not a bit okay. I think the governor need to look into that. There is nothing wrong when you make a decision and you look at the model is not working. You adjust it and let it work for you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being a part of the program 60 Minutes Nigeria. I believe you've enjoyed this week's edition. The team behind, led by the engineering and of course the PD, the Peter Umaoge, they are doing a great job behind the scene. And of course, next week we'll be with you again. Bye-bye.
Certainly the best.
Omonomba Nedo Ukwakbalokbolo Ewai II, Oba of Benin, performing during the 2025 Ododua Festival. Ododua Festival is unique as it was organized in honor of Ioba Omoni Hwoyeme, Ioba Ewai II, as part of activities for her burial rites. The rich traditions and cultural heritage of the Benin Kingdom were showcased when His Royal Majesty Ewai II engaged the floor to perform during Uge Ododua in the palace ground in Benin City. In the dance performance, the Ogbelaka Royal Drummers supplied the needed impetus and rhythm for the dance. However, tributes are paid by the head of Benin deities to the monarch, who was the cynosure at the events. The event can best be imagined as the spiritual rejuvenation, stunned, spectaculars and guests at the colorful ceremony. 7 masquerades representing 7 spirits and deities conveyed different meaning in company with the head of the deities of Benin, with the Oba of Benin, who exhibited a grand cultural dexterity in his dance steps.
The man went out to bring in thugs to come and beat her.
Yeah.
In a situation like that, do you think women would have seen that and still want to speak?
Bully, we're talking about. That's what I said. So when they bullied her, if she's not bold enough, she will shut up.
What is your advice for girls out there that are so desperate to be married?
We women, we have to be really intentional about our parenting.
If you know a child is being abused, or you see signs, a bruise or a child, it has to be investigated.
People barely even breathe when they are going for a shrebi and something. You have to be
they
smart.
Can't sit
if
down.
You see when they are dressing them up and dragging on both sides, you cannot breathe. And these women will stay in those events for hours just to keep up with that beauty trend.
Is that healthy?
That's not healthy.
I am Patricia Uremu Gabriels and we're reaching you live from our Lagos Network studio. Of course, Women in Conversation is a program designed for women to discuss about themselves.
Some days, there comes the Ugemobo Festival, which the Oba celebrates outside the palace gate. A pavilion is built of red cloth where rites are performed to drive away all evil spirits still unsatisfied by the year's sacrifices. The Emobo Festival is to commemorate an event in Benin history which dates back to 1504 AD.
Yari yari, ọba àtọ́pẹ́. Yari yari,
The Oba of Benin added a colorful mood to the year's celebration as he walks round the city center amidst cheers.
Certainly the best.
Hello everyone. It's another beautiful Wednesday afternoon, and here we are on the program Woman to Woman. I'm Adesuwa Osawagie. You can call me Ade Baby if you like, but I am Adesuwa Osawagie. I decided to call myself Ade Baby this afternoon because every woman deserves to be a baby, pampered, loved, romanced, given everything a woman deserves, respect and every other thing. All right? That is what a woman wants, and that is what a woman should get from a man. Not bows at every given time. So Woman to Woman is also part of the 16 days activism against domestic violence. And you know that once we're talking about domestic violence, women are usually the victims. We're not saying men don't fall victims of domestic violence, but 90% of domestic violence, a woman always is the victim. And activism against domestic violence is a crucial global issue. It's not a Nigerian thing, no. It's all over the world. So it's often marked by campaigns, events, and all to raise awareness and promoting action against it, all right? So this is what we're going to do today. Domestic violence, the legal implications, and of course the medical implications, what women have to go through, what women shouldn't go through when it comes to the issue of domestic violence. Joining me to discuss this very interesting topic, I have in the studio to my far left, I have Eniye Favor Omarege. She's a nurse, she is an educator, College of Nursing Sciences, University of Benin Teaching Hospital. It's a pleasure to have you join us.
Thank you very much.
And you're
Good
looking
evening.
stunning this afternoon.
What to do? I'm being pampered.
You should be pampered. And I also have Tega Iswakbo. She's a principal partner, Justice Shields Consults, a legal luminary, if you must know. Tega, you're looking smashing this afternoon.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Okay. Are you also being pampered?
Of course. By the right man.
By the right man. You see? You see the rider by the right man. All right, Tega, it's nice to have you join us today.
Thank you very much.
Okay. I want to ask you some questions. As a legal practitioner, please describe domestic violence, or what constitutes domestic violence in this our country, Nigeria.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, domestic violence is any abusive or violent acts committed by one person on another in a domestic environment, in a domestic space. Now, a lot of times people think domestic violence just talks about physical abuse, you know, slapping, hitting, beating, and all of that. That's just like one of it, you know, that's like the physical abuse. But it goes beyond physical abuse. You have economic abuse, economic violence on either the man or the woman. You have emotional and psychological abuse. You have harmful traditional practices, talking about FGM, female genital mutilation, widowhood practices, and all of that. And then you have sexual abuse. All these are forms of domestic violence. So when you talk about physical abuse, you talk about beating, slapping, hitting, you know, battery, and, you know, assault, and all of that. And then you talk about physical, sexual abuse, rape. We have marital rape these days.
So a man can actually rape his wife?
Yes, a man can actually rape his wife. When you are telling your wife, oh, come, and the wife is saying, I don't feel like it, or maybe I'm sick, or I'm not up to it, and all that, and you actually force yourself on your wife without her consent, that is marital rape.
What is the legal implication of this?
I mean, the man can get some criminal penalties for it, if it is proven that the woman actually did not give her consent.
So how can it be proven that a wife did not give her consent?
I'm sure the woman will sustain injuries.
During marriage, when we take vows and all of that, you promise to submit and all of that.
Yes.
So this is very kind of tricky.
By injuries, you know, the woman can sustain injuries because it is forced. It's like you're perpetrating violence against that woman. It is forced. If you look at, you know, private part, you can see the evidence that this is actually forced. It's not willing. It's not voluntary. it's not with the woman's express consent. Do you understand? So that's a form of violence.
Okay, I'll come back to you, Tega. This one, men raping their wives is it's one kind to the ears. You know, it's one kind. Let me put it that way. I think that should be a topic for another day.
Yeah,
it should be a topic for another day. I'm going to save that. Tega, I'm going to bring you back to come and talk about that.
That's no problem.
And I know a lot of women will be interested. Okay, Favor, let me ask you this now. You know, you see a woman on the street. What happened to your face? Oh, I hit it on the wall, or I slipped in the bathroom. How can you slip in the bathroom and it's only the face that you will hit and all of that, you know? There's so many story. Now, let me ask you this question that I have prepared for you, all right? How does domestic violence affect the woman's mental health? Because this is woman to woman, and we're doing domestic violence that concerns the woman, that affects the woman. So, talk to me, the mental health of a woman who is being abused.
The mental health of a woman that's been abused, it's a complex matter. Because this woman is going to be outside being physically bruised or physically injured. She's going to be traumatized mentally. She's going to have very unstable mental health. Either she's going to slip into depression, you know, she's going to start living a life in anxiety and fear, all right? And then this set of women are the ones that will have post-traumatic stress disorder, where at every point in time they are nervous, they are scared, they are afraid, you know, and because of that particular experiences they're having, they find it difficult to relate with people outside.
So what about women who don't even talk and they suffer all of this is in silence? What's the way out for such women?
A lot of medically, they have to open up because the challenge we have is many of our women don't open up because of stigma, you know, and all of that. And you know, what will people say? We believe that you are answerable to your husband. So anything that the man does to you, swallow it, you know, rub it like cream, enjoy it, and all of that. No, but when our women speak out, there are a lot of solutions for them. But the challenge that we do have is they don't speak out. Why we suggest that? We can impute screening, traumatic screening into antenatal care. You know, when women come for general checkup, we can bring in, and in the process of doing that counseling and screening, you discover that some of these persons are even in an abused relationship and don't even know that they are being abused. They just believe that, oh, as a child, my father used to beat my mother and they were fine, so it's a norm. My husband should beat me.
So what kind of injury should we look out for? Because some women will not talk. Some husbands, there was this case that was brought to me on radio, and if you see the woman's lap, the man does not beat her where people will see. It goes to the lap and the buttocks. That's where he hits, and then the back. But she showed me because we are women and nothing to hide. She wanted help, and that's why she did all of that. So what kind of injuries should we look out for? What kind of injuries should we look out for on the face, the hand, the legs, you know, so that when a woman is telling you, oh, I slipped and fell, oh, my son was playing with something.
Looking skin is looking, there's something we call erythematosis, where there's blood underneath her skin. Why? Because the man has beaten her so much that she's bleeding underneath her skin. And then, you know, look out for those kind of injuries. Look out for injuries in our at her back, you know, laps, where she usually will cover. Then her face and neck region. Look out for broken bones too, fracture. Because some of these women carry deep fracture and they just say, yeah, no, I just slipped in the bathroom. And then look out for a black eye. But these women carry black eyes, you know, missing tooth. Their tooth will be missing. They'll just say, I fell in the bathroom, and they'll come to the dental clinic. Sir, I had an accident and my tooth and all of that.
Meanwhile, it was better
Meanwhile,
battle.
it was
original beating.
No, original war in the home.
Barrister Tega, what steps should a victim of domestic violence take to ensure her safety and protection, putting into consideration the fact that they know they talk? So what steps should a victim take to ensure her safety, her protection?
Okay, first, like I'm not.
Or what does the law provide for such a woman?
Okay, so first, the victim of domestic violence has to speak out and speak up. You know, and then make sure you tell your family members, maybe your pastor. Although time and again has proven that some of our pastors will encourage that the victims stay there and say, don't worry, be praying and all that. But shall speak out and speak up. Tell your family members, tell your church members, tell your, your close friends. They might just know what to do. And then seek professional help. Because like we have said, one of the traumas that you can suffer is psychological trauma. You might not even know. Do you understand? And then you can stretch it further by reporting to the police. At every of our divisions, we have family units where you can go and report. You can walk into
the police station.
In the police station.
Ask for family units.
Family units. You can
Women,
go there
I hope
and
you're
report.
listening. If you're a victim of domestic violence, enter a police station. The police is your friend. Ask for the family units.
Yes.
Okay.
They are very well trained these days. The family units, you go there, you explain yourself, you make your statement, and then they will take it up. You can also approach any of these NGOs. We have a lot of NGOs scattered all over the places doing the same thing. You know, we have FIDA, International Federation of Women Lawyers. We do our services free of charge.
Pro bono?
Yes,
free
pro
of
bono.
charge.
You don't have to pay any money. We also have the Human Rights Committee in the NBA. You know, they also do pro bono services. In the Ministry of Justice, we have citizens' rights. So you can walk into the Ministry of Justice on the 3rd floor.
So you have mentioned 4 now.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, we also have the SAC Center. I think that is somewhere around Benin Motel Plaza, behind Benin Motel Plaza. SAC Center means Sexual Assault Center.
Sexual Assault Center.
Yes, where you can go there, lay your claim. It's a one-stop shop for anything concerning domestic violence. So you have doctors there, you have counselors there, you have lawyers there, you know, just different decks. So you go from one desk to the other, and they do it pro bono.
So a woman should not suffer in silence.
No.
Because you know that there are some families that will encourage the woman to stay, bear it. Your children are there.
Yeah.
You want another woman to come and knock your children's head. You know, they will sermonize. They will tell you, it is not in our family for you to divorce. And nobody has ever divorced in our family. All of that is the hair. That's the word. It's a taboo. All of that will be heaped on the woman. And in the long run, the woman may not be able to talk. All right, we'll take a very short break now. When we come back, we'll ask more questions, and then we'll wrap it up woman to woman. But be rest assured that there is help. There are places you can go to seek help. All right, let's not allow the 16 days of activism go in vain. If you are a victim, Biko, open your mouth and talk. That same mouth you use in gossiping, use it to talk. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back.
ITV. ITV, certainly the best.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program, Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
you for staying tuned to the program Woman to Woman on Independent Television. There is nothing to be proud about. A man who hits his wife at every and anything. You want to change wives, you hit the one at home so that she leaves. Your girlfriend is there. I don't know how. Let's just do this one. How do men get so affected by side chicks to the point that they go home and then unleash terrors on their wife? What do these side chicks do that the wife cannot do?
I think it's just a matter of perspective. And you know what they say now, new thing they catch where. So
shark.
you meet a girl that you have not really stayed with, you don't know her, and she's doing some kind of small things to entice you, and you think that is just the end of the world. Forgetting that the time you met your wife, she was doing those things that really got your attention. That one don't fade. So you are now seeing a new girl that is tracking you, and it will fade with time. True. If you notice, they go from one to the other. And they keep telling you, oh, she has become a bad girl. All of a sudden. Do you understand? I think it's just that new thing they catch.
Why, because sometimes I just sit there and say, why is the one at home not usually enough? Why? Why is the one at home not usually
it's
enough?
It's lack of self-discipline. Yes, it's lack of self-discipline.
And then when you go and come back, you say, nah, devil,
and then when they see Pepe outside, they come back home and start begging.
I'm sorry, my darling wife. None of that. Okay, Favor, let me ask you this question. Now, you know that accessing healthcare services ordinarily is a difficult thing for women. Yeah. A woman would rather buy clothes and all of that than seeking help. So, what, how does domestic violence impact a victim's ability to access healthcare, and what barriers do they face in accessing this healthcare?
One of the ways that domestic violence affects victims' ability to access healthcare is the fact that they have restrictions from their perpetrators. Okay. You see that their spouse that beats them up will block their access to accessing healthcare because they don't want them to expose them. All right? I'm listening. And then another way that it affects them is, again, shame and embarrassment, stigma. They don't want people to know that, so they keep to themselves that they are being beaten and battered by their spouses. And then, there are no special, in most health facilities, there are no special designated areas, just like she was saying about the legal units where they have areas that cater for domestic violence. We don't really have those areas in quotes for
special
place where people that have that concern go. In as much as we're looking at reproductive health, in medical field, we have what we call reproductive health. And domestic violence has to fall under, or intimate partner violence also falls under reproductive health violence and all of that. But then we don't have it like, oh, this unit is for domestic violated women.
So do you
sometimes
suggest
there's a
that
limitation.
Something like that should?
I think so. I think
special unit
they should have a special unit where women can come and they are confident enough, and then healthcare personnel should be trained. They should not be judgmental, because another challenge is when you go to the hospital and you're like, when you eventually manage to open up and say, it's my husband that beat me, say, Unamas, not too much. That's true. That woman automatically goes back into a shell and she's not ready to open up again. All right? So I think healthcare personnel should also be trained specially to handle domestically violated personalities.
That's a huge one. We'll see how we can push that. Okay, Tega, time is not our friend anymore. So what advice would you give to someone who is experiencing domestic violence, and where can they turn to for help? I know you mentioned some. Can you just re-emphasize the places they should go to and just give them advice? Just advice that you will give to someone. I'm your client now, and no, not be Misha. Somebody is your client, and that person is being battered, and beaten. And you know, another thing, most women think, no matter how educated that woman is, they think that approaching a lawyer is one huge thing. Lawyers are your friends. They are approachable. And then they think about the finance. And then they think about so many things. And you know, all of that and all of that and all of that. So what advice would you give to anyone, somebody, a beautiful, good woman out there who is experiencing domestic violence, and where can they turn to for help?
Okay, so just to add to what I said earlier about speaking up, speak out, seek professional help and all that, I also think, I always advocate that the victims should leave that environment. Because if you die, you will just lose out.
Exactly. Living an environment is quite difficult. Where would that victim go to?
It is. Okay, we have a lot of NGOs that provide shelter for domestic violence victims. Okay. We have shelters all over. One is, I think even the Women Affairs, they have shelter now. Okay. We have Pathfinders Justice Initiative.
Okay, I know about that.
Yes. So we have shelters. If you approach FIDA, we can refer you to the shelter. Do you understand? So it's just a matter of identifying the NGOs, you know, that deal with cases like this, and then they'll be able to refer you if they do not have a shelter.
Okay.
Yeah, so
there is hope for victims.
Yes, there is. There is. But it's also left for the victims to be resolute, to be able to pursue their abusers. Because we have had a lot of cases where we take up this kind of issue, and at the end of the day, the woman or the man will just come and say, please, I beg, I never know say it go be like this. Family, they, I mean, a case in issue is this woman that the husband cut off, shot her hand, and the hand was eventually amputated.
Yes,
we took up that matter. NGOs all over took up that matter. At a point, she came and she went to court and wrote an affidavit saying she's withdrawing the matter. She doesn't want to prosecute the husband again, and he's a devil work. So you begin to ask yourself,
what if she has died
in the process? Do you understand? So
you know how can they deal with family pressure? You know, family pressure is another thing. Imagine a woman whose hand was amputated as a result of the husband's misbehavior with her, or is that misbehavior or outright wickedness?
I mean,
how do you shoot your wife in the arm for if you're tired of a woman, let her go.
Leave.
You know? People will only talk. They only talk for a while, and that matter will fade off. So how do we deal with family pressures? Well, women here, let's leave our profession now and talk as women. How do we deal with family pressures?
I think it's, like I said before, it has to do with the individual. You have to be resolute. You have to tell yourself that this is me, this is my life. So no matter what they do, no matter what they tell me, I want to pursue this. Because if you leave that man on the loose, he will go to that person. He will go to his next victim. And it keeps going on. And also you need to send him to the cleaners for his sake and for the sake of maybe his children and the society.
Okay, anyway, as a woman, and I know that you're a counselor, you're a pastor, you are so many things rolled into one. How do we train our men? Because home training is another thing. In some homes, the male children are treated differently. A male child can just sit down comfortably, stretch his leg on the TV and say, give me water, give me a remote. Don't you know that I'm a man? Because that's what daddy does. Don't you know that I'm a man? For which person has he wanted that? And here, please just, how should we raise our sons so that tomorrow we don't raise a wife bitter? We don't raise a son who will shoot the wife. Entitled men. How do we deal with this so that tomorrow when your daughter is married, you know that, my daughter is going to marry a man who will show empathy, who will show some concern for that woman. I just, please, let's talk. How do we raise our sons as we wrap up now?
I want to beg mothers, plead with mothers. Let's spend time with our sons like we spend with our daughters. The challenge that we do have as mothers is we have time for our daughter because we are afraid. We don't want them to bring unwanted pregnancies home. We don't want them to be this. We don't want them to be that. But indirectly, we have a way of neglecting our sons. So if every woman in the society takes a male child as an agenda to train positively, we'll have a better man tomorrow.
Okay.
So as mothers, please don't pamper your sons in a way that they'll become nuisance to the society. Rather, tell them they should be treated, they should be, you know, they say do what you want others to do, what you want to be done to you, do it to others. So treat this son, let the sons treat these ladies like themselves. If they begin to see their sisters like themselves, you allow them to live equally, no gender bias in the house, it will have a long way to pass a message to these young men when they grow up that, oh, whether she's female or I'm male, we are one and the same. And when this mindset is in there, it's difficult for the male or the boy to raise his hand against any female out there. Start it from your home. Start it from your children, the male and the female. Don't allow the boys to say, come, what's his name? John, beat favor for me. You know, some mothers, we are good at it. Yes. Let your brother come today. Come. Beat joy for me. No. Okay. Let's, allow our girls and our boys to grow like the male and female that they have.
All right, in a minute, Barrister, please talk to those men. Let them understand that their sons are watching. The ones who have this entitlement, I am the man, that kind of a thing, I'm in a house. Forgetting that their sons are watching. Please talk to them in a minute so that we leave.
Yes, our Nigerian men, our African men, there is no entitlement in this matter. If you fall foul of the law is going to come at you. Because there is no sacred cow here. There is no sacred cow here. A woman and the man is equal under our law. There is no, oh, this is the man, he has this right. The woman has this right. What happens to the man under the law happens to the woman too. So you must train yourself and train your children to be under the law, to act well and to act appropriately.
Okay, so ladies, together we say, let's say a big no to domestic violence, okay? No! We don't want. No. It don't reach like that.
Exactly.
All right, thank you guys for watching. Be that man that you want your daughter to be married to, or your sister or your cousin. Otherwise, you will bite your finger as well. Bye-bye.
This is ITV.